Okay, welcome to my life once again. Please, as you are joining, please, I want you to type where you are watching from, your name, and in case if you have any questions, also ask me based on our previous lesson. You can also drop your question. Or if you also have any question concerning this particular lesson now, also drop it. Okay, now today we are going to be learning B flat major scale, which is our A sharp major scale. But before that, let me just do some few highlights concerning our previous lesson. Remember, I taught you for musical letters, the arrangement of musical letters. Guys, musical letters, which are the 7 letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and how we can start with our letter C here, which is the white key before the 2 black keys. Remember, after the white key, the next key to the C is D, E, F, G, A. Now, remember, after that, I told you about the black keys, how they got their names. Remember, the black keys, they are sharp or flat, while the white is natural, which are the musical letters. Then I told you how the how the black keys got their names from the white keys. No. Anyone that is at the front of any letter, we call it sharp. Anyone behind any white keys, we call it flat. For example, the black key at the front of C is called what? C sharp. With that same C sharp is at the back of D, you can also call the C sharp D flat because it's at the back of D. C sharp because that same black is at the front of C. Just like that. Then from there, we talk about scales, which have to do with what? Sequential arrangement of what? Musical letters, musical notes. Now, we told you there are 3 types of scales. The first one is what? Chromatic. The second one is what? Whole tone scale. Then the third one is diatonic. We are done with that chromatic scale. You can check that my previous life lesson to grab that. Then the whole tone scale, we are done with it too. Then now the diatonic scale. I told you diatonic scale, there are various types of scales in diatonic scale. Now, a sample of such scales are major scale, minor scale, pentatonic scale, blue scale, pentatonic minor, and so on. So many. Both your moves. Now, we started with major scale. We did major scale of C and F with the appropriate fingers because that's how we are learning it. Now, today we want to start with what? B flat. Why are we moving from C to F to B flat? Because we are moving in circle of what? Fourth. Some people can decide to use circle of fifth. Some people decide to use semitone movement or tone, anything. But me, I'm using circle of fourth. So remember, the fourth of C is your F, and the fourth of your F is your what? B flat. And remember, for you to play a major scale, you need to understand this format, which is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You understand? Still the same format for your soft notation during facility do. So tone tone semitone, tone 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 semitone. Now we want to do it now on B flat. Now I want to start with B flat, which are what? A sharp. May God bless you as you are following me. Now, please, I need you to also share this live. Please like it, share it with your friends. Also comment. God bless you. Now let me show you B flat. Now. Okay. Oh, this part is not. This is your C. This is your C. Please, can you hear me? Exactly. I don't have to shake. Like straight it. Now, can you see your C? Or do you want let me hold it for myself? Now, see your B flat. Leave the leave. This is your B flat. That's your A sharp. So remember, if you are following tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, from here to here, then this will be our do. Our do. Then this re. Can you see now a tone? From re to me is a tone. Can you see? Then your fa. Then your sol. Then your la. Then your T. Then your upper do. So can you see it now? That is it. Now. Now, so we want to learn the correct fingering now. Just hold it up. Okay. Now, let's start with our left now. I want to show you the correct fingering for it. Now, I want to show you the correct fingering for playing your what? Your major scale. Now, look at my left hand. I want to start with my left hand. Now, you'll be starting with this finger, your middle finger, your do. Then the next, this one for your re. That's your index finger. Then this for your mi, your thumb. Then you now go to your ring finger, your fa. Then you now move to your what? Your middle finger, which is your what? Your so. Then now move to your what? Index finger, which is your what? La. Then now move to your what? Thumb, which is your T. Then now end it with your what? With your middle finger, which is your what? Do. So can you see now? Don't do it now. Do, re. We are on left to left hand. Do, re, mi, fa. So let me sing on that. Do, okay, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Can you see it now? The way you are saying, that's how you are going to descend. Though I'm going to still show you like this. Now, oh, thank you, Mr. Ubilo Joseph. Yeah, I'm glad to also have you on live. Please, you can also like my live. Please, Mr. Joseph, like the live and share it to your friends. Okay, now your right hand. Now we want to start with our right hand now. So your right hand now, you are going to be starting with your what? With your index finger. Your index finger, that's your first finger. That's your do. That's your do. Now, you're not going to use your thumb for it. You go back to your index again. But sorry, to start that your day, you can decide to use your index or your middle to start to anyone. But I prefer using this index. Then your thumb for your ray. Then you go to your index as your mi. Then you go to your middle to give you fa. Middle. Then you now go to your saw with thumb. Then your la with what? Index. Your T with your what? Middle. Then your ring as your what? Do. So can you see it now? The way you ascend, that's how you're going to descend. So these are the fingering, the correct fingering for playing the major scale in A sharp. That is your B flat with your right hand. So now let me now show you now. Now let me start with left. Now watch my left. Left. Middle. Thumb. Ring. Middle. La. Index. Then your T. Thumb. Then you end it with your middle. Do. So can you see it now? You descend like that, the way you ascend. Can you see now? Now let's move to our right hand now. Now let's move to our right hand. Okay, I thought you were only a touch. Okay. Now see. Index. Can you see? Your thumb, re, then your mi, index, your fa, you use middle, then your saw. Can you see now? From your fa, you move to your saw, thumb, then your la, you use your what? Index, then your T, you use your middle, then your upper do, you use your what? You use your what? You use your ring finger. Are you saying ring finger? The way you ascend, that's how you're going to descend too. So can you see it now? That is it. So can you see it now? You should be able to play it like this. Now you practice, you should be able to play it very fast, even more than one octave with your left, your right, and the both hands together. Now just watch me how I play mine. Let me see if I can need that charger. Now you can practice gradually like this. Just gradually like this. Too, like that, the same thing too. And this is now, then the both arms too. And this is now, So can you see it now? Now let me now show you something. Now remember now our next key, so we are done with B flat now. So now let's move to the next key. So remember our next key will be what? Our next key will be E flat. E flat. That will be our next key. Our next key will be E flat, because E flat is the fourth of B flat. Let me show you what I mean. This is your B flat. This is your B flat. So let's check what's the fourth of your B flat. Do, re, mi, fa. You know now the fa is always your it's always fourth for everything. So what key is this? E flat, which is your D sharp. So that's our next key. So let's learn now. I want to learn D sharp now. Okay, now look, E flat. To play your E flat, we are always starting with our left hand. Look at, let me show you the correct finger. Now, my left, this is my left. For my E flat, you are going to be starting with this, your middle finger. Can you see middle finger? Your middle finger will be your do. Your re will be what? Index. Your mi will be what? Thumb. Your fa will be what? Ring finger. Your so will be what? Middle finger. Your la will be what? Index. Your t will be what? Thumb. Then you are going to end it with your what? Middle finger. So can you see it? Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, then do. So can you see it now? That's for your E flat, the left hand. Now let's move to the right hand for E flat. The left hand for E flat is this. You are going to be starting with index as your do, E flat. Then the next thing is what? The next one is going to be our what? Re. I see your re, your mi, your mi, index, your fa, middle, your so, ring, your la, thumb, your t, which is what? Index. Then you end it with your what? Do, which is what? Middle. I'm going to show you here now with the keyboard. So try and grab it. Thank you. Can you see? This is your E flat. This is your do. Let's follow that tone to semitone. This is your do. This is your re. This is your mi. This is your fa. This is your so. This is your la. This is your ti. This is your do. You can see it now. The way you ascend, that's how you are going to descend too. Now let's learn the correct fingering now for the both hands, both right and left. So we are going to start with left now. So watch my left, the correct fingering, and how you move. Middle. Can you see? Start with your middle. Your index. Your thumb. Then you now switch to your what? Ring. As your fa. Then your so, which is what? Your middle. Or la, which is your index. Your t, which is your thumb. Then you end it with your what? Your middle, which is your do. You descend the way you ascend. Did. you sit now? Practicing with metronome is recommended for accurate speed. Accurate tempo. Now watch. Now let's move to our right now. Look at our right now. We are going to be starting with this. Can you see? Index as your do. Your thumb as your re. Index again as your mi. You switch your middle as your fa. I see as your fa. Then you move to your saw. Your saw as your ring. That's your ring for saw. Then you now switch to your thumb for la. Then C as index. Then end it with your middle do. You descend that way too. Okay, sit now. There you go. Now you should be able to practice. With your left very well on all octave, then your right, then you both hands. Just watch me how I do mine. Let me plug the phone. Let me plug each other. Now watch me. Now watch me. Wait, you can come here to any of this, please. Okay. Exactly. Now watch me now. Watch me, my left. Start gradually. Your right too. Start gradually. You can be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 on any key before you continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Or you use metronome. And if you don't start, I'm just trying to rush. Now you use your 2 hands now. So that is it. Now I want to learn. Now let's move to our next key now. Our next key is going to be what? It's going to be A flat, which is our G sharp. Remember, the fourth of E flat is what?
G sharp.
Is G sharp, which is A flat. We call it A flat. We just call it A flat. Nice now. So our next key is going to be what? A flat. Now I want to learn our A flat now. Let me show you the A flat. Let me show you the A flat now. Remember, these are our E flats. So the fourth of the E flat, remember, the fourth of this E flat. So this is the do. We are in this one before. This E flat. So where is the fa for this do? Re, mi, fa. Do, re, mi, fa. That is the fa. Yeah. That will be our fourth. And so that will be our next key. Our next do, which is A flat. A flat. Nice now. Yeah. So let's look for how to play it now. Remember now, this is how to play A flat or G sharp, or G sharp. Look at the notes here. Re, mi, fa. Funny that tone, semitone. So, la, si, do. Do. Now let me show you the correct finger now for it. This one now, see how to do it now. Just look at the finger for your sharp. For the left, look at it. Middle for your do. Index for your re. That is left hand. Then thumb for your me. Now you switch to your ring as your fa. Middle for your saw. Index for your la. Thumb for your T. Then you hand with your what? Your middle, which is your upper do. So can you see it now? The way you are saying, that's how you descend too. Now let's move to our right hand. Right hand on A flat, which is your G sharp, A flat. Now you're starting with your what? Index. Now look very well because this one is somehow different. Now look at your index for your do, your middle for your re. Immediately you switch to your what? To your thumb as your me, then you go back to your index on your fa, your middle on your saw. You switch back again to your thumb for your la. Then you go to your what? Index, your T. Then you hand it with your what? With your upper do. Nice now. With your what does it now? With your what do you call it? Middle finger, and it with your do. So guys, now the way you are saying, that's how you descend. And let me show you what I'm trying to say. Let's start with our left hand. Middle as your do, your re, index, your me, thumb. You go back to your fourth, your ring as your fa, so your middle, la, your index, C, your thumb. Then you end with your do. You descend like this. So can you sit down? Exactly. Now let's go to our right hand. Look at your right hand. Index for your right hand on your G. Then go to your re, middle, your me. Your me is what? Thumb, your fa, your index, your saw is what? Your middle. Now you shift back to your thumb again on your la, then your index T, then you end it to your do, middle. The way you descend, that's how you descend. That the way you ascend, that's how you descend. I mean, so can you sit now? You should be able to play it like this. Now watch me how I play it. Let me get my introduction. Now watch me. I need you to watch me how I play. Okay. You should be. Then your right hand to the same way. Then your both hands, so you practice gradually. You practice make perfect. you see it now? Just like that. So can you see it now? Now let's move to the next key. Remember, what will be our next key? The fourth of our E flat, and which is what? D flat. C sharp. That is C sharp. That is what? D flat. So now let's move to it now. E flat. Sorry, D flat. Now let me show you what I mean. Flat. Remember, this is our former key. G sharp, A flat. Do re mi fa fa become our do. D flat. Can you see now? So if this is our do, following that tone semitone, following that tone semitone, following that tone semitone. What am I saying? Following that tone semitone. So can you see it now? This our do, your re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So can you see it now? Now let me show you how to play it with the correct finger. Now watch how to play it now. From your right, from your left. Now let's start with left. For you to play that your D flat on your left. Can you see it? You start with your what? Middle. You start with your what? Middle finger as your do. Your index as your re. Your thumb as your mi. You switch to your ring finger as your fa. Middle as your so. Index as your la. Thumb as your ti. Then you hand it to your what? You hand it to your what? Your middle as your do. Now let's go to right hand on that same D flat. Now look at it. You start with your what? Index as your do. Your middle as your mi. Sorry, what am I saying? Index as your do. Your middle as your re. Then you now switch to your what? To your tongue. You switch to your tongue. You switch to your tongue as your mi. Then index as your fa. Middle as your so. Ring as your la. You now switch to your what? To your tongue as your T. Then you end it with your index as your do. If you want to continue on other of the, but if you just want to end it normal, you can just end it with your middle. So that is it. So let me show you what I mean now. I want to show you. Now let's start with our left hand. Now watch me, your left hand. Middle. This your middle, your do, C, D flat. Re, your mi, your thumb. Fa, so, la, ti, do. Let's see, this one that one. Now move to your right hand. index, middle as your re, do re, then your mi, your thumb, your fa, your index, your saw, middle. Then for your la, you use your what? Ring. Then you shoot back to your what? Thumb as your T. Then you end it with your what? Your index. You should be able to play like this. Your left with your left on all octave. Then your right on all octave. Then your both arms. Now watch me. Like this. Then your right. Then your two hands. Now let's move to the next key. Our next key now will be G flat. Our next key now will be G flat. That is F sharp, because that is the fourth of C sharp. That will be our do now. G flat will not be our do. Let me show you. Okay, let me put that in place. So can you see it? This is the fourth of D flat. So following that format for play me just get tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. So can you see it now? That is it. Now let me now show you the fingering for playing them. Let me now try that. Okay, now watch. Okay, now watch. Look, hey, sorry. Now look at how I'm supposed to play the F sharp. Sorry, G flat. Now look at it. Your left first. You are going to use your left first. Hey, your hand is shaking. Your left first. Now look. See your left hand. Now this time I am going to be starting with. You are going to be starting with your. You are going to be starting with your thumb. Sorry, I see your thumb. Your ring finger. Your ring finger. This is our left hand. Remember, we're always starting with our left hand. You start with your ring finger. Can you see your ring finger? You now move to your what? Middle finger. Your ring finger as your do. Your middle finger as your re. Your index as your mi. Then your thumb as your fa. Then now switch to your middle finger, which is your saw. Then your index as your la. Then your thumb as your T. your T, then you end it with your what? Middle finger as your do. But if you want to continue in other way, you end it with your ring. The way you ascend, that's how you are also going to descend too. Now look at how you are going to do your right hand. Now for your right hand, now look at your right hand. Now for your right hand, you are going to start with your index. From index, your index as your do, then your what? Your middle as your ring, your ring as your mi. You switch to your thumb as your fa, then your index as your saw, then your, what do you call it? Your middle as your la, then your T as your what? Thumb, then you end it again with your what? Index as your upper do. So can you see it now? Now let me show you what I'm trying to say now. Now watch me. Can you see now? We are starting to our left hand. Ring finger, your do, your ring finger, your ring finger, your do, then your re, middle finger, your mi as your index, your thumb on your fa, your middle on your saw, your index on your la, your thumb on your T, your middle on your do. The way you are saying, that's how you are going to descend too. Now, our right hand. Look at our right hand. Our right hand now, we are going to be starting with your index. Do as your index. Then your middle on your re. Your ring on your mi. Your thumb on your fa. Your index on your saw. Your middle on your la. Your thumb on your T. Your index on your do. So can you see it now? You should be able to play it with your left. You should be able to play it with your left accurately, then to your right. Then you now play it with your both hands. Just watch me how I do mine. Watch me now. Watch me. Watch me now. Like that. Now you're right. Your two hands, your both hands. thank you, Mr. Joseph. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Now, let's move to the next key. Our next key now will be key of B. Our next key is going to be key of B. Our next key is going to be key of B because it's the fourth of F sharp, which is the fourth of G flat. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Can you see this F sharp? So do, re, mi, fa. This is the fourth of G flat. That is going to be our next do, the key of B. So can you see this B? B, do, 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 do. So this is the do. Following the tone, 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 semitone format. Can you see that? Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. To show you how to play them now. I mean the correct fingering for playing them. Okay, please send me that chord, please. Now watch me. Now for your left hand, look at your left hand to play your B. Your left hand, this time I am going to be starting with your ring finger. Your ring finger is going to be your do for your left hand for B. Do. This is your do, ring finger. This left hand. Then your re, middle finger. Your mi, index. Your thumb. Your thumb is what? Fa. Then you switch back to your ring. That is your saw. Then your middle, la. Your T, index. Then you end it with your do. The way you are saying, that's how you are going to do. So now for your right, the way you play your major scale is your C major scale. That's how you are going to play your right. Now look at it. That is thumb, do, index, re, middle, mi. You go back to your thumb, fa, index, so, middle, mi, la, ring, C, then little, your little finger as your what, do. The way you are saying that, that's how I'm going to descend. Now let me show you what I mean. Now let's start with our left hand. Remember, we are always starting with our left hand. This is our B. So ring finger. Can you see ring finger? Can you see ring finger? Then middle. Mi as your index. Fa, that is your thumb. Then ring on your saw. Middle on your la. Index on your T. Then thumb on your do. Nice now. Now your right hand. Your right hand now, you play it like your C major scale. Your thumb for your do. Your ring for your re. Middle on mi. Thumb on fa. Ring on index on saw. Middle on la. Ring on T. Little on B. The way you ascend, that's how you're going to descend. Now you now practice with your left, your right, and your both hands. Watch me the way I do mine. Now watch me the way I do mine. Now watch me. Then you move to your right hand. Now you now use your two hands. So that is it. That is for key of B. So our next key is going to be what? Our next key is going to be what? Our next key is going to be key of E, because it's the fourth of B. Our next key is going to be key of what? E, because it's the fourth of what? The fourth of B. Now look at what I'm trying to show you. Remember, this B. Now the fourth of B is going to be the re mi fa. So answer E now. So that is our next key. Do 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 do. That is E. So following that tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone. This is going to be our do. Do 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 do. Mi. Then fa. That is the key of A. So la ti do. So can you see it now? Now let me show you the fingering for playing it. Now, this is the fingering for playing it. Now, how to play your E? The left and the right is just the way you play your key of C. Just the same fingering. The same fingering for your key of C, that is the same fingering for your key of E. So, what is it? Guys. Now, let's start with our left. Your little for your do, your ring for your re, your middle for mi, your index for fa, your thumb for so. You switch back to your middle for la, your index for T, then you end with your what? Thumb as do. The same thing to right hand. You start with your thumb do, index for re, middle for mi, you switch to your what? Thumb as fa, your index for so, and your middle for la, your ring for T, then your little for do. Now watch it. Now, this is my left hand in the key of E. Can you see ring? What am I saying? Little, little as do. Ring as re. Middle as me. Fa, your index. Thumb for your saw. Middle for your la. index for your T, then your thumb for your do. Now let's go to our right now. Your right. Now our right now, you're going to start with your thumb in key of E. Do your thumb. Index for Re, middle for Mi, thumb for Fa, index for Sol, middle for La, ring for Ti, then end it with your little Do. Now you should be able to play with your two hands, your left first, your right hand too, then your both hands. Now use your both hands to practice. Your left first, then your right hand, then your my right hand. Then your both hands now. So can you see it now? Now our next key is going to be key of G. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, and our next is going to be key of A because that is the fourth. That is the fourth of E. That is the fourth of E. So our next key is going to be key of A. Because I want us to finish all the major keys today. Now our next key is going to be what? Key of A. Key of A. That's going to be our next key. Key of A. Now see what I'm trying to show you. That is the fourth of E. So can you see? Can you see now? Do. Can you see it? Following that format. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. So can you see it now? Now let me show you how to play it. You still use the same finger that you use for your, the same finger that you use for your, the same thing that we just finished using for our E. That's the same thing that you're going to use for your A. So watch. Your little on your Do, your ring on your Re, your middle on your Mi, your index on your Fa, your thumb on your Sol, your middle on your La, your index on T, your thumb on your Do. Now let's sound. Your thumb on your Do, your thumb on your Do, your index on your Re, your middle on your Mi, your thumb on your Fa, your index on your Sol, your middle on your La, your ring on your T, your little on your A. Now you should be able to play it the way I'm going to show you now. You know, remember now your left, you practice first, then your right, then your both hands together. Now watch it. Okay, now let me show you what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say, I mean. Now your D. I see your D. That's your D. Now let's follow that format. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone format. Do, 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 re, mi, fa, sol, Now let me now show you the fingering to play everything, to play your do from left to right. Okay, for your left, you just the same. Okay, I'm supposed to even just go straight safe. You just the same thing with your A, the same thing with your A, E, and C safe. So you know now normal. Let me just go straight it, but let me just show you. Just the same thing with what we just finished, your A and E. So look at it. Let's start with our left. Ring for your do. Sorry, what am I saying? Little for your do. Little for your do. Ring for your re. Middle for your mi. Index for your so for your fa. Index for your fa. Then thumb for your so. You switch to your middle for your la. Ring for your T. Sorry. Index for your T. Then thumb for your do. Right? Now your right hand. Watch your right hand and look at for the right hand. Thumb for your do. Ring. Sorry. Thumb for your do. Index for your re. Middle for your mi. You switch to your right. Sorry, you switch to your thumb. Fa for your fa. Index. Middle for your la. Ring for your T. Then little for your do. Can you see? The way you ascend, that's how you descend. Now you should be able to play the way I'm going to show you now. Remember now, you always practice with your left first, then you practice with your right, then you do both hands. Now watch me. Watch me. You should be able to play like this. Now your left first. Just like that. Then your right hand. Your right hand. Then your two hands, your both hands. Remember, anytime you're practicing your two hands, it should always be like your right hand, your left. Yeah. let's move to the next key. The next key, our next key now is going to be key of G. Our next key is going to be key of G, because G is the fourth of D. That is the circle of fourth for G. So G is the next key. So our G is going to be our Do. So watch it. So can you see? That's our next key, which is the last key. That is the 12th, like the last. This G now is going to be our key. All the 12 keys on the key. You can be practicing this with the play all your 12 keys. You don't need to be transposing it again. So you can see your G. That's your do, 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 do. Now let's follow that format, that tone, tone, semi, tone, 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 semi format. So give you like this. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, then do. So it's very simple to play it to key of G, just the same way you have been playing your A, your D, your E, and your C, and your B. Sorry, yeah, your E. So it's the same fingering so that you are going to use for your G. So watch out. Now let's start with our left hand. Our left hand. Little for your Do. Ring on your Mi, on your Re. Middle on your Mi. Index on your Fa. Thumb on your Sol. Now switch to your middle on your La. Index on your T. Index on your T. Can you feel? Your thumb on your Do. Now let's move to our right hand. Now. Your thumb on your right hand. G, key of G, that's your Do. Your thumb on your Do. Your index on your Re. Your middle on your Mi. Now switch to your thumb on your Fa. Your index on your Sol. Your middle on your La. Your ring on your T. Your little on your Do. Now you should be able to practice with your left, then your right, then the both hands. Now watch the way I do my one. This is the last key. Now your both hands. Can you see it now? So that is the last key. Now in our next class we are going to be learning. I'm going to be ending here now. So in our next class we are going to be entering another scale. No, we are still under the harmonic scale. We are going to be entering another scale, which is called minor scale. Now there we'll be talking about what is minor scale, types of minor scale, and so on like that. So we are going to be ending here.